If you are still using Claude Code as the new shiny object, figuring out what to do, but haven't done really anything that help you in your daily life or in your work, let me show you what you can do, how to get started. So the first thing, in the last video, I was talking about how I made a second brain of mine by dumping in Claude Code everything, Notion, Google Drive, HubSpot, Smart Lead, yeah, a lot of tools that have a lot of information, my emails, so I can use that in order to do other tasks, to give context to Claude Code. And I gave an example that I already use. So all these videos that I do, I get a transcript from Tela, and automatically I use this, I save it in Claude Code, and I use that to generate blogs or generate LinkedIn posts. But the thing is, it's not going to be a generic quote message, but it's going to have my voice, it's going to have my own words, because literally it's what I'm saying this in the video. So it's not going to be like a robot just doing whatever. Yeah. Also like taking information from other people. This is coming from me, so I really think this is somewhere that you can get started. Another thing, it's coming with automation. So Cloud Code has done a lot of things to, yeah, like to clean data, to connect to other platforms, to gather data, to get reports, and yeah, it's a lot to be done. But also, like a next level would be automations with triggers. So how can we connect all the context that we get, Cloud Code, all the tools, and yeah, how to make them useful. So I'm going to give you here an example of something that I did. It's really pretty simple and it makes sense if you're a company that has a lot of people or a lot of meetings at the moment. So if you have a good program that you just need to be more focused on adding value on the meetings and not doing manual work, let me show you how to do it. So the first thing is going to be here every 30 minutes. This workflow is going to be looking Google Calendar for my meetings. Uh, there's people that do this with the Calendly, but I wouldn't recommend that because sometimes you do it manually. Sometimes you receive invitation from other people and not doing it yourself. So yeah, it would be better to do it from your calendar. So it gathers all the information, not only the people that book in your meeting link. The second thing, it's going to filter only those events with the attendees that with external attendees. I filter that pretty easily. Just if they have my domain, so prospects.com, then don't take it further. Then it's going to be storing, so I don't receive the same people all over again in Slack. It's going to check HubSpot if the contact already exists or not, and it's going to build Slack message and send a Slack message, and this is how it's going to look like for me. So there are two kind of messages. If the contact already exists at HubSpot, I'm going to receive this already in HubSpot, no action needed. But here you're going to see up there that's a new meeting, a review contact, because the contact doesn't exist in HubSpot. So I have a couple buttons here to HubSpot or skip. Why is this helpful? Because usually if you don't have the person in HubSpot, you have to manually put their email, name, job title, and etc. So you can just click here, add to HubSpot. I did a skip button because sometimes you're meeting with people you don't want there. I don't know, a friend or somebody in your family that you're helping, but you don't want to have them, of course, in the CRM. So then we go back to another workflow. So here, this is going to be listening to this Slack message that I just showed you, and it's going to see here if we approve or not the message. If not, then we can update this, and yeah, just skip it. But if I approve it, then it's going to use the Bits API to make to get the email and convert it into all the information that we need in HubSpot. Because usually, for example, in Calendly, usually just ask for the person name and the email. So we are missing maybe the last name, we're missing the company, we're missing the job title. So yeah, you can do all of that with this API. And then if the enrichment was found, we are going to create the contact Enrich in HubSpot and send a notification in Slack. And if the contact wasn't, if we didn't find the information of the contact, it's going to still be created at HubSpot, but only with the email. But I'm going to get a notification telling me we didn't find information about this contact, so you need to do it manually. So this is a very simple process where you can start. And yeah, I did this in n8n, but really Claude Code did almost everything. I just gave it all the context, all the documentation, what I wanted to do, and it started developing it. And then I was just testing manually what I wanted to do, what I wanted to change. And that's the good thing about these things, that you can customize it as you need, depending on the situation of your company. Yeah, so let me show you here an example of how this looks. So let's say I click here, add to HubSpot, and I'm going to receive notification at reading the message here. Added to HubSpot, the name of the person, the job title, the company, and the email. And let me go down here to an email that I know doesn't exist because I made it up. I'm going to put here add to HubSpot, go to the replies, and you're going to get a notification here added to HubSpot, but basic info because enrichment was unavailable. So that's how it really works. Then if that happens, I'm going to get this email and go to HubSpot and manually put the information as I find it. So yeah, I hope that was useful. This is a very basic use case for go-to-market teams that want to start going into Claude Code, into automating stuff. So I really recommend starting with something, figuring it out, and then as you get more confident, you can create more powerful automations and play more with Claude Code and everything else.